It is almost summer and we are spending time in my natural habitat, which would be home and in the gardens. So come along on this beautiful summer-like day as I share just what a day in the life as a mom of 4 younger kids is like in our home and in our backyard and being in my natural element, which I love. The summer fun is happening. The birds are chirping, and it's just a beautiful summer-like day. We're already getting the pool filled because it's supposed to be quite a hot day in June. And of course, I like to get out right away in the morning when I can, go for my walk, enjoy the sunrise, but then with the kiddos, we get them outside too. It's so fun to just spend time getting outside in the fresh air, doing things in our backyard. While they play in the pool, I get the hoeing going, and they help me, of course, some too, but they also can play because they're kids. So I'm maintaining our gardens and just getting some work done in the morning hours before the heat really comes about. And I love being outside in my natural element, like I said. I feel like when the warmer months come, I could just live outside. I could probably sleep outside, tent outside. I just truly enjoy it. So after some work and play, it's time for a popsicle break or freezy or whatever you call it. I get the DB's brand because they're just made with fruit juice, so they're really yummy and delicious for the kiddos. And then I just move about the different gardens back to my cottage garden. Also, so part of it is so I can see where the kiddos are. And it takes not super long for me to do a lot of the weeding. Sometimes I'll spend 10 minutes, sometimes I'll spend a couple hours. But when the kiddos are content, and sometimes they'll help out, as you'll see shortly. But other times, I just enjoy being in the gardens and hearing my kids play. When I filmed the video, the peonies were in beautiful full bloom. Now as a voiceover, I am cutting them off because I'm deadheading them already, so they don't last long. But making flower arrangements is one of my favorite things to do, and I had some other flower arrangements that were gifted to me for my birthday that I trimmed out and just rearranged and put it all together to make a fun, beautiful arrangement for our table. Into the kitchen during quiet time. This is one of my other favorite places and another part of my natural habitat, I guess you would say. I love being in the kitchen, baking and cooking and prepping, and I'm just using some of our bulk cane sugar to restock my jars that I use up in my cupboards because we don't have like a full pantry up in our small kitchen and small home. But I also restocked some white flour. I grind some of my flour, but I also do buy just some organic white flour to use. And I am going to be making some cupcakes because we had some birthdays to celebrate. A couple of my kiddos had a double birthday party and family was coming over, so I was making a vanilla cupcake and I needed some flour and some extra sugar, and so I'm restocking my pantry staples, and I just truly enjoy being in the kitchen creating, and this is my way to create. I'm not super crafty, but I love creating beauty in the garden, creating food in the kitchen, and doing that sort of creativity so that it can also serve my family in that way as well. So this cupcake recipe is one that I have used before years and years in a row, actually, and it's one I'll link for you in the description box. It's not my own, but many guests that come over say it's one of their favorite cupcakes. Just a very simple vanilla cupcake, but it's so moist, so delicious. And honestly, for the amount of sugar that it calls for the cupcake, I don't feel like it's too overly sweet either. And then I just use a simple buttercream frosting that I pipe on with my piping tips, and we enjoy those with some ice cream later in the week for some birthday parties. I think for us mamas, if we sometimes get stressed out, overwhelmed, we can not find joy in our places of where we are, like being in the kitchen and having to do garden work. It can just feel like another mundane task, another thing that doesn't have any creativity. It's just something to have to do. So I've talked about my mindset and being just more content where I'm at with what I'm doing, with serving my family, with making fun foods, with making beauty in the backyard, doing produce in my gardens, just being creative in that way. It brings me peace and joy that I enjoy it so much that I feel like I can share it with others and with my family. For instance, making this little bracelet craft with my oldest during her quiet time, helping her out with that we were gifted from one of you guys actually who sent this to us to have some crafty things and some fun summer activities to do. Just a fun bracelet that she actually made for her sister's birthday. So sharing in the creativity spreads because your kids see how you are when you're making food, when you're gardening, when you're weeding, when you're cleaning. If your attitude and demeanor are poor, it's going to reflect on them and they're not going to want to help out in that way or be creative in that way. And yes, sometimes kids are way different and they don't want to honestly help because it is work and it is time consuming and can take effort. But if you show people that it is okay and it can be fun and it can be creative, that spreads. Be content, be enjoying what you're doing, and just be glad for what you have, the space you're in. Find your natural element, whatever that may be for you, so you can share in that joy with your kids and your family. I got some kombucha made that will need to rest on the counter for 10 days before we can decant it into some glass jars and put some flavor in it with some fresh fruit and drink it for the summer months. Something that I enjoy doing for sure is having those fresh drinks and fun summer drinks because it gets warmer and it's fun to have that carbonated drink when the heat is on, and something that I don't mind sharing with my kids every once in a while too. The cupcakes were done, and now it's time to make an iced latte because it is so warm out. And after nap time, we will definitely be headed back outside to enjoy the pool and to enjoy the shady backyard. Our trees are a perfect layout for the afternoon heat, as it really completely covers our entire backyard so that we can have shade and enjoy outside even when it is 90 degrees out and it feels a lot cooler just because we have the shade, and dip our feet in that pool. working on a summer-like meal with some cooked carrots, some steak, and some French fries from Azure Standard. Very simple. Sometimes summer days you just need the simple. So you pull out the meat, you pull out a vegetable, cook it up, and you pull out some pre-cut organic French fries from a place or whatever type of carb that you would like. A very simple affair, delicious, but just nutritious and easy to feed the family. After the evening meal and kiddos are put in bed, it is time to do my nightly reset of the kitchen. This is something I truly enjoy doing, and I have done for years now, is just to reset the kitchen. I'll wipe down the stove, especially after cooking greasy foods that splatter. I'll wipe down the sink and the microwave, it splatters there too. Do some spot cleaning on the floor. Oftentimes I will just pull out my cordless Dyson vacuum up the crumbs, and then do some spot cleaning. I empty the garbage every day because we have a small trash can, as you can see, and so that definitely needs to be relined every day, especially in the summer months when it gets warm, because it will stink so quickly. But just doing some little cleaning, because I think putting the kitchen to rest means it's done for the day. It's time to move on to some time with my husband. Getting that the kitchen all rested means I'm not cooking anymore. It's not always the case. Sometimes I'll have to do some kitchen prep at night, but on this particular day, I really wanted to just put it to rest. Yes, I have dishes in the drying rack in the sink that I'm still just going to keep there. I'll put them away in the morning and it will all be okay. I've also come to be more okay with not having everything put away. My previous life or years of marriage, earlier on in our marriage, I would have put all the dishes away, had a clean drying rack, but I think it's okay not to sometimes and just let them dry so that I can spend some more quality time with my husband and not just always be work, and go. Have some time for some rest and some time for some peace and quiet, and just be okay with the dishes drying in the dish rack. The rest of the kitchen is clean and things are put away, so I can be okay with a few dishes drying. And then lighting a candle, because it's just kind of that night where I wanted a little more cozy atmosphere. I like to put the napkins out and silverware out for breakfast the next morning. We use mason jars as drinking cups, so just leave those out for the kids' milk in the morning. It just makes the morning a lot smoother just to have one less task to do. Then out to the pool to water, because I like to reuse the water that we have there instead of just letting it run out and go to waste. So back in again, my natural habitat, and spending some time outdoors before the sun sets. There will be many more of these beautiful summer days, and I plan to enjoy them in my natural habitat, and I hope you can find the joy in that element too.